Star Wars Squadrons. That's right, in this video I will show you how to play Squadrons in virtual reality. Okay, cool, so the first thing to do is to install the game off Steam. Once you have that downloaded, go ahead and download Steam VR. Next, open up the Oculus homepage on your headset, but return to your computer. Launch Squadrons on your PC and close the EA sign-in page or sign in if you have it. After you have signed in with EA or closed the tab, from then on, whenever you want to play the game, you can launch it from inside the headset. But for now, let's use your computer. The next thing I want you to do is to click on the story or game mode which you would like to play, and then hop into the settings. Once in settings, scroll all the way down until you see VR stuff. Click on the VR section and hit toggle virtual reality. Once you have clicked it, it will be transported into the headset, so slap on your headset and follow the on-screen instructions. Once this is sorted, you won't need to come out of VR for anything. No menus, cut screens are on flat screen, but they will all appear in your VR headset as a floating TV screen. Okay, now let's enjoy this masterpiece. Let's roll the sick introduction montage and stick around to see my upcoming thoughts. Okay, so this game is awesome. I absolutely love Star Wars, and this was a complete dream for me. Flying around in a variety of different ships in the Star Wars universe can never be overhyped. The sensation of flying is truly amazing, and I adore the sense of scale and usually pretty beautiful graphics and visuals. The game ran super smoothly once I had all my settings sorted, and I played for what felt like 15 minutes for the footage that you see on screen, but instead I realised that I was in over an hour into the game. I've played 5 hours in this game now so far and can absolutely say that it was worth the money. Here are my opinions about how it functions as a VR game. So the first thing I wanted to mention was the complexity and variety in the controls. It is a surprising mix between simulation and arcade style controls, similar to a racing game like Forza, in the fact that most things can be controlled and are realistic, but don't make the game overwhelmingly tricky. Don't get me wrong though, there is a steep learning curve, and after going away for 5 days on a trip, I had to relearn all of the controls again because I died twice within the first 10 minutes. Secondly, the sensation of flying is honestly epic, and I found myself being totally immersed by doing barrel rolls, flips and sharp turns. However, I never once became motion sick. Now this may be a poor indication of the intensity of this game, as I have been in VR since I was 10. So just a word of warning that while I found it completely playable and very cool, I would assume that just by the nature of VR flight sims, it is a very intense and sickening game for a large amount of people. So please don't kill me if you can't do a barrel roll without vomiting up your sausage roll from yesterday evening, okay? All good. Okay, the final thing I wanted to talk about was the storytelling and cutscenes. I find the way each person speaks to you and the fact that you can interact with them super cool. Okay then, well, would someone like to explain what the heck is going on with my neck right now? What, I'm meant to be filming a good video. But I wouldn't say the storytelling is ideal. You have a stationary position and look at doors or people to speak with them. This is of course because of it being a port from flat screen, but it's still not visually stimulating, and often I ended up skipping these small talks with varying characters. The story so far, 5 hours into the 9-hour campaign, hasn't been captivating. Excuse me sir, are you a man? Are you a man? But it has been interesting enough to introduce me into different squadrons and scenarios, and just to keep me playing. Because after all, you're not playing the game for a story, but for epic action-packed flying. Yee! But yeah, those are my thoughts of the game. Let me know what you thought down in the comments below, and make sure to tell me any other games you want me to play and comment on, or give you a tutorial to play. I urge you go watch another video from my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll be featured in the next video. Goodbye!